everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss the next topic of perception, which is approaches to perception. Approaches to perception means different views of perception. There are different views on how we perceive the world around us, or there are different views on how we perceive the object, how we perceive the things around us. And these views can be summarized on the basis of bottom-up processing and top-down processing. What is bottom-up processing? Bottom-up processing starts from the stimuli itself. The perception starts from the stimuli itself. That means we can consider an example. First upon, we analyze the features of a pencil, an object. And after analyzing the objects, we make an abstract representation of the material of the object by combining these things. In the case of a pencil, we analyzing the features of the particular pencil and combining these features of the pencils and make an abstract representation and identify this is the pencil. First we understanding the features, what are the features of the particular thing, then by combining these features we identify this is pencil, or this is a house, this is a book, etc. So we can say this is stimulus driven or data driven theories, because the perception starts from the stimulus itself. Taking sensory data in from the environment and sending it toward the brain for attraction and analysis of relevant information. This is what happened in the case of bottom-up processing. Taking the sensory data from the environment and setting it toward the brain for attraction and analysis of relevant information. That is, it deals with bits of information. That is the features of the particular thing. Okay, it deals with the bits of information and the transformation of concrete physical features of the stimuli into abstract representations. In the case of bottom-up processing, first upon we detect the specific features of the stimuli, then combining the specific features of the stimuli into more complex level, then recognizing the particular stimuli. This is what happened in the case of identification of a pencil. First we analyzing the features of the pencil, then combining the features of the pencil, then we recognize this is a pencil, or this is a book, or this is a house, or this is psychology. Okay. Then we have to discuss the next topic, that is top-down processing. This is opposite to bottom-up processing. Here the perception starts from the concept. So in the case of identifying a pencil, here in the process of top-down, in the case of top-down processing, we identify the pencil initially, then goes to the features. First we understanding the concepts and then move to the features. Okay, this is what happened in the case of top-down processing. Here first wall perception happened, then analyze the specific features. This is top-down processing. So perception, this kind of perception is driven by high-level cognitive processes, existing knowledge, and the prior expectations that influence the perception. For a wall perception, we have certain prior knowledge. Then only we have to identify this is a pencil, or this is a pen. So the top-down processing guided by higher level cognitive processes and by psychological factors like expectations and motivation. So it is also known as a hypothesis driven processing. First upon we understand the concept, then we are I make a hypothesis about this concept. This may be the features of the particular thing. Okay, that is why we are call it as a hypothesis driven processing or conceptually driven processing. For example, we can say, suppose people expect to see a certain person in a certain location, and they may think they see that person even if they are actually seeing someone else who looks only vaguely similar. This explains how expectations influence perception. The above given example explains how does the expectation influence our perception. So here the first step is formulate hypothesis about the nature of the stimulus, then examine the features, then recognize the stimulus. First upon formulate hypothesis about the nature of the stimulus, then examine the features, then recognize the stimulus. So concept, expectation, prior knowledge and motivation and cultural background definitely influence the top-down processing. These are the two main views of perception. Let us conclude. Today we have discussed the two concepts, that is top-down processing and bottom-up processing. This is very simple concept. In the case of top-down processing, first we understand the concept, then move to the particular features. And in the case of bottom-up processing, we are first upon we analyzing the features, then move to the concept. I think you have got an idea about bottom-up and top-down processing. In the next class, we will discuss the theories related to bottom-up and top-down processing. If you have any doubt on this topic, please don't forget to ask me as your comments. And please don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching. See you.